So, welcome everybody. This is the new channel, the new trader. We are day traders, and we're gonna be streaming our day trading activity. My name is David, and the lady here is Marie. So feel free to ask questions, to join us, and enjoy our day trading activity. Yeah, let's see how this goes. So, we're gonna be looking at the indexes. We know that today we have Fed interest decision, so they're gonna be pretty much for sure they're gonna be cutting interest rates. So after the election, we see that most of the indexes and many stocks that are like American company, like they are really going higher and trending up very strongly. So yeah, for a SPY, if we draw a little trend line from here, like let's say this was the lowest peak, like I'm gonna kind of ignore the long wick on there, and I'm gonna just try like bounce from here. So let's see if a SPY is like I will consider this like the major trend for now, and I can see that from the top here we have like a micro trend right there. So I will expect the SPY to hold the uptrend. So we will see how it performed during the day. So we're gonna be looking at other stocks, like for example PLTR, which have been trading very high after the earning reports. Very nice earning reports for PLTR. We also gonna be looking at Tesla. We know that Tesla is pumping up a little bit more related to the political situation with Elon Musk, but definitely worth to look at it. Have been very hot. It have been moving a lot, and yeah, also Nvidia is already. Nvidia, we were expecting it to break the level of 142. Right now, we are clearly trending up, trading and trending above those levels. So let's see which other levels we can identify during the day that we can take trades off. So yeah, let's see.
So absolutely. So when we're looking at NVIDIA, we were looking at different levels. So we've got the levels right now, the typical levels of the round numbers. So we've got the 147, 148, 149, and going up to 150. In the position, one of the biggest position is 150, and there's some building after that up to 155. So in the bid, we do have a big position at 141 and 140, but the tape does look bullish. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely look that tape as a bullish tape. I wouldn't expect us to go to 141, especially because like it will need to break so many levels and start like really like changing the trend and then breaking those important levels. But let's not limit the move that it could have. So we're just gonna look at it and see if it's trying to gravitate toward the downside or toward the upside. So
So we've got the 145.50, which is a position that is quite high on the tape when we're looking at it, with a little bit of continuancy, which represents practically the PCL. So can it pull back to that? This morning it did interact pre-market, right, around 8:30. So is it going to pull back to that, or is it going to go and interact with the previous support level, which would be the 50 EMA? What do you think, baby? Where would
Yeah.
you put an order?
right now, I'm not dropping off any order, especially because I'm not comfortable with the sizes I see. Like, I don't see sizes that I would like to trade off right now. But I definitely gonna be looking at if it come back and interact with the 45.50, as it's kind of the biggest participation right now. So that was we analyzing toward the downside. So we have seen that price have been traded quite a lot already from yesterday. So we also have a big order at 46 99 and 47. So I would expect it to go easily there, but we want to look how it does that. So like if he's gonna really try to go there, or what is gonna be the play. So knowing that the imbalance seems to be toward the upside, so we will see. Okay, so that was for NVIDIA. Let's say like we are clear that we have some sizes at 46. That will be toward the downside. That size is not big enough in my opinion. So I think what I mean by that, if he's holding above the level, maybe it's more bullish than what we were expecting, but we will see. So I also like to look at PLTR. So if you look at PLTR, pretty much the same game here. Like this. It gap up overnight for sure, but like it's almost like he already fill up the gap and have trade above like the VWAP most of the time. So the tape is not communicating a lot on PLTR, though it's also like looking more bullish than bearish. So there is a decent participation at 55.50. So I'm just gonna put that line there as a point of reference. Like I will see, like it's actually, I guess that once it clear 55.50 or 55.12, let's see if we have anybody at 55.12. I don't know why I have that line there. Oh, actually it's 55.00. So for the downside, so 55.00. So I would like to see is at 55.0. We like I want to see who of those guys, like the seller or the buyer, who's gonna lose the battle at some point, and then I will trade off that. Like, let's see. Any comments on PLTR, Marie?
No, I agree. I find though that at the moment, what I don't see on the tape is really a big move for now. It has been incredibly strong now, like you said, for several days. But I don't see anything like you said about $1 move, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we need to put in perspective how like many traders will normally say that this move is very extended, and I don't necessarily disagree with that, but like due to the geopolitical situation and all, like how those things have been received, like the good news of the Fed interest rates cut, so we shouldn't be limiting the move either way, especially toward the upside, as that have been the evidence that we have been getting right now. And yeah, let's see what can we do. So another stock that we have like pumping up quite a lot today is mRNA. So mRNA, I think they report earnings. I'm not sure about that. We could look at it a little bit later. But when we look at mRNA, so the tape is kind of quiet. It's very early yet, I know that, but yeah, like let's say if we can mark some of the levels, like that seems to be relevant.
Yeah, 54.50.
Yeah, 54.50. Let's see. Yeah, 54.50 definitely. Like 54.50, 54.52. Like that's what I normally would call like kind of double shield level. So because you have one order in front of another, and like yeah, 54. Let's see. 54, sorry. Between 54.
There's a stack, right?
Yeah, there is a decent stack there. So toward the upside, maybe the only level I see that is quite relevant is 55, 55, 50, 55, 57, and 57. So 57 might be a little bit too far, but we will see. 55.50, that's a little bit below the VWAP, so yeah, not necessarily looking bullish on those names.
Well, there's actually as well, I've seen a position at 58, and 58 was pretty much the pre-market high this morning. So can it go back to that? 58,
Yeah,
I think it's quite possible, right, to bounce back
Yeah,
off
definitely.
that 54, 51 level, going up to 58.
Yeah, something I can see is that that looks like a kind of a big rejection at that 55, 58, 50.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see the quality of the bounce in that 55, 58, sorry. So, and as I can see, it's a 58, 55. So it's a decent rejection, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But if we manage to respect any level, any bottom, I think it's totally doable, especially because that was a top that was not that heavy. And the rejection looks bad in the 5 minutes. If you see, this is a long wick on the 5 minutes. But when we come back to the 1 minute, like it took a little time. Like, I mean, it fight for it a little bit. So I think we can definitely go back in there. So I like that setup. Let's see, where can we buy this? So I like to look at General Motor as well, like GM. This name has been quite hot lately. So I guess that if the situation for the car companies coming from China to the United States is gonna be a little bit more complex, well, basically, like, doesn't that mean that for General Motor or United States car companies will be benefit from that, because it's gonna be a little bit more expensive to buy a car from another country that is made in another country. So yeah, like that will be more like a long-term view on that. But though Ford, in my opinion, Ford it has been like a little bit too sleepy for taking a trade during the day. General Motor have provide some opportunities for us to trade it. Yeah, like Ford had a very bad earning report last week. General Motor, I'm not aware of what they did lately, but yeah, definitely something that we want to keep our eyes on. Okay.
I'm also looking at INTC.
Yeah. Okay. What are you seeing, INTC?
Well, INTC right now, it off the bat, it does look very bullish when you're looking at the chart. When you're looking at the interaction, it's maintaining well in the 5 minutes, in the 1 minute, it's maintaining well. It's above the VWAP, interacting well with the 50. But when we're looking at the tape and the levels that are there, it's actually very strong on the bids. So heavily weighted on the bids, where you've got very strong levels going down up to 2350. And 2350 was actually a level that we were able to attain just, it was actually the fifth. So 2350, and we know 2350 has always been well, it has been for a while now, an interesting level for INTC. So it is not in short restriction mode, so it could be actually rebalancing down to 2350 today. Though it is very strong at the moment, we don't see a big participation on the tape, on the ask. What do you think?
Honestly, I wouldn't like to see this name pulling back that much, but definitely understand what you mean by that. Like that 23 was such a level for such a long time, and now we clear up, but like
it's so strong right
yeah,
now, right? So it's really bouncing very nicely, rejecting the VWAP, it's interacting and now above the 50. So it's above the PCL. It's really a strong stock today.
I can see a couple relevant levels there. Like we have somebody at 25.20, 25.28, and 25. I'm gonna ignore a little bit the 25.28, and I'm gonna go exactly to the 25.20 and the 25. And I want to see the interaction with those prices. So 25 is actually a major level, as he have like a decent stack in there. So like 25, 22, 25. The tape is all populated toward the downside, toward those 25. So
That's what I see as well.
I don't know if you agree with me on this one, but I think one of the tape, which is ARCA literally, is a little bit tilted to the upside. So like I see a lot of
Oh, there we
stacking
go.
on
We're
the
starting to
on ARCA.
populate it. There we go.
Yeah,
I like
so-
that. So people are starting to see the strength. Yes,
Yeah, so
I like that a
I
lot.
think that has
26.
some potential for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually like gonna keep INTC in one of my main windows because like that I am aware of what it is. Like is it as strong as it's looking like?
26, 26.74. Yeah, now we've got it building up to 30. So interesting. And we've got, of course, we've got our Bitcoin currency, right? So we've got IBID that's doing, actually it has a little bit of a pullback. That's showing up. We've got levels, major levels at 44.
I can see that. Like Bitcoin clear up those levels like with such a strength. Like we are talking about that we were talking like 2 days ago, maybe 1 day ago. No, 2 days ago I think it was. Bitcoin was around 68,000. If I'm not mistaken, I see it today at around 75,000. So it's a major push up. So BTC USD. Let's see how that guy is looking like. Yeah, definitely. We went 75,000. Right now we are printing at 74,000 with like $748. That's a nice push up. So looking at your IBIT, Marie, basically like right now we are trending down. Something I like about that trend and like the trend have been broken toward the upside, but still managing to trade around there. Let's see where can I put those lines. So like right now, this is a similar setup to what Nvidia was doing. I am not saying by any stretch of the imagination that this is Nvidia or that it have the reliability that we can find on Nvidia. But what I'm saying here, if we see this as a downtrend channel, well, we broke the downtrend channel, and right now we are trading above the channel. So basically, I would like to see a level that toward the downside that get hold. Like let's say, the order you saw was toward the upside at 44, right?
Correct.
So it's a little bit too far right now for me to look for it, but I think it's worth that we look at the downside. Like right now, I know there is somebody at 42.60. So, but I would like to see a little bit more lower than that. Like 41.50 will be the other one. So this might be moving violently. So we will see. So, do you see anything toward the downside, Marie?
For the downside for IBIT, it's not very populated like you say, but the 4150, as you said, 4250, obviously that was a level, important level, but there is a position at 4150. So is it possible to go back down there? Like you said, it hasn't been there for a little bit, so is it possible? It's quite strong. It has been quite strong. So depending on what Mother Market is able to do, we'll see. I'm just going to check again to see if the tapes are changing, because we knew PLTR was quite weak, so we are still looking at the level of 55.50 as a position.
You are talking PLDR, right?
55.50 and 54 still there. So this is kind of somewhat of the range that we were looking for PLTR, and it's still valid. Nvidia interacting well right now with the 50. The tape seems to be heavier to the ask, but we're still looking at 144.50, 144, 143, so same levels that we had yesterday, and the levels of the double shields you were talking about at 146.99 and 147 on Nvidia still there, 148, and going up to 150. So it does look still maintaining bullish. Now to go in into the position, we do have a resistance that was formed this morning, a support, resistance prior then became support at 145, 146. If you're looking at the tape, is there a position to be able to support that as to the...
I think that 46 was a previous
Mhm.
top. I think like right now I have a okay lot in there. It's
I
around
agree.
120, 100 if
Mhm.
you combine them. So I think
I'd be interested.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Watching the market to go in at I think at 146 would be a good price.
Especially the way that these have been holding that trend up.
Mm-hmm.
And the VWAP, like clearly trading above the VWAP. I think I'm gonna try to get some at that 46 if it makes sense to you. I think.
Absolutely.
Let's see,
I like that a
46.
lot. And when we're looking at the market this morning, we are looking at a SPY. So if you're looking at SPY, if we're looking at SPY in the 5 minutes, it's clearly interacting again with the 50. It's actually strong and trading above the VWAP right now.
Definitely looking like we are respecting the major trend on SPY. So very nice toward the long side.
Mm-hmm.
Now breaking higher highs, so that's very good. So yeah, Nvidia, I'm gonna try to get 46, though. Yeah, I will go very little size around there, and then I will be building my position toward the VWAP. So let's see if we can do that. We have 7 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm. I was also looking at SMCI. So SMCI has been always popping up on our list regularly. If we're looking at SMCI, when I looked at it initially a few minutes ago, I'm saying, oh, hey, we're looking at maybe having a pop-up on SMCI, but I think it actually happened. So 2350 SMCI has been there for several days as a level. But if we're looking at the tape, we definitely look at these same levels to the downside. So on the bid, so we're looking at 22. That's very,
Major
very strong.
level, yeah.
Major level at 22. And we do have significant stacking till there. If we're looking at the ask, then we've got the level of, it's a double shield actually on this MCI at 24 and 25. Back to back big levels there. So, and if we're looking at it now, it seems to be wanting to go to the PCL. So it is in short restriction mode, SMCI today, so it is going to be difficult to short. And we got, oh, there we go, we're going down actually to SMCI, we've got position down to 2150. Could be a good level to bounce off, but we could look at that. Keep our eyes on that. Reward to the ratio of reward, risk to reward would be quite nice on this MCI. We'll see.
Definitely.
Did you look at TQQQ?
No, I have been ignoring those for this week. Not intentionally, I just like, there have been so many things moving that I haven't looked at those. Yeah, looking very interesting, very bullish. So that alarm was for us to get our orders ready. So if we are gonna be jumping into anything during like during the open.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like this TKQ looks like if it's gonna pull back a little bit soon. But let's see. I would like to be looking at Nvidia for the opening. Are you looking at anything, Marie? at
Yep,
the
I'm
open?
looking at Nvidia. I would like to place a position there at 146. Like we've discussed, it seems to still be valid. I'm reviewing the tape. We still have the double shield as well as 146.99 and 147. And it still has an imbalance to the upside going up to 148. So I am definitely placing an order for Nvidia at the 146.
Perfect. Like, it's like if you read my mind there, like I'm gonna be actually doing the same. Like the order I would like to get is at 26.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely gonna observe the reaction toward this level. The chart look a little bit shrinking. Like when you go too close, like okay, it's only my chart, so something is not right on my chart. This one seems to be okay, so I'm just gonna be aware of that.
Okay, so SMCI as well is approaching it bounced off the 2250, the 2250 very well. We knew that's an important level. And we've got a huge position at 22 going down. Oh wow, now it's going down to 20. And still in short restriction mode. So we'll see what's going to happen.
I don't know from where it is, from when it is in restriction mode. I guess it's from yesterday. If it's from yesterday, it's gonna stay today again. If it is from before yesterday, it will be removed at the open. So, which technically I think it is not already because that restriction mode doesn't apply during the
Good
the
point.
pre-market. We can see the notification there, but it doesn't apply during the pre-market. So, in case that has any value. So I'm gonna show our disclaimer just for everybody to know. Like, day trading is a very risky activity, so make sure that you read the disclaimer and that you are aware that none of the subjects that we talk about here are intent to guide you to buy or sell any equity. Basically, here we are just talking with educational purpose, and if you get any value from that, well, do it on a very responsible way, knowing that we are not responsible for any risk that you take in any trade. Yeah, what are you saying, Marie?
No, well said. You bet. What we share is what we see, the tools that we have, because we do have a lot of tools to guide us. And of course, what we're
Yes.
our experience and what we are going to be doing and taking, and if we're successful. So, mRNA looks really interesting. That could be my second one.
I think the INTC is also flying without us, but it's gonna be flying without us. So I just want to see what it wants to do there. You were saying mRNA, so let's see at the mRNA at the level we just pop in there. Yeah, right now it interact with the 57. You remember you were saying like the 57? Get kind of a rejection there. I don't know. Like, of course, it's popping up. It's just popping up. So with that type of a strength before the market open, that be what been worth a shot. Yeah, what are you saying, Marie?
Yeah, no, that exactly. That's it. You again. I think we can complete ourselves well on that point, because that's exactly what I would like to do. If it does pull back to the VWAP, I think it would be an interesting long. I would like to take that long. Okay, so market's
Market is
open.
officially open. Let's see. What can we do? So mRNA kind of rejecting that top in there. I would like to see if mRNA actually interact with that level, or if it was just a test that never get. So the high of that candle is 56.99. So we really never tested. So I'm gonna be building up a position in mRNA for the long side. So I'm gonna give it a little shot right there, and let's see if we see reasons to keep buying this. So right now I know it's kind of going down. So 82 basically, yeah, definitely we can see.
At 55,
Yeah,
right?
a little bit too volatile right now. Nvidia didn't even try to push down yet, so it's having problems, but let's see what Nvidia is doing.
It's still pulling.
Yeah, definitely. Respecting the trend, like very nice. mRNA. Yeah, mRNA pulling back. Yeah, I got out of mRNA, that's okay.
Okay, so the 55, we know that at 55, 50.
Was that a major level? Yeah,
that was a
major
major
level.
level. A major level.
Okay,
But
so
there's
let's
also
see.
now a major level at 53, 50.
Okay. Guys, look at INTC. INTC is just flying right now. It's flying. So mRNA, I'm gonna try a little bit more here. So let's see if we can try that mRNA. I think it definitely worth a shot. So yeah, it didn't. It pierced the level by a little bit too much, in my opinion. But yeah, let's see what this name actually
Oh,
wants
I'd be
to do.
interested, on a little pull on INTC and take a little long there, but
Nvidia is also flying. Nvidia, I didn't get the feel on that one, but it's okay. We're gonna let it go wherever it wants to go.
look at lift.
So left is left in the market. mRNA, we are finally printing mRNA. Let's see if we can add a little bit more whenever it pull back down there. So I think, let's see. Yeah, I right now I cannot add, like, I wouldn't like to chase the move. I was not looking at it at the right moment. So I think there I can add a little bit. So let's see. Buy more. Okay. So now let's see what this thing wants to do. So mRNA. Okay. Okay. What are you trading, Marie?
So right now, I did on the pullback on NVIDIA, I was able to go in. So right now I'm trading NVIDIA.
Okay.
It did not get to our 146, of course.
Nvidia. Perfect. It went 47 like nothing.
But I was
So-
able to get it a good one at exactly when it pulled back at 146.49. So let's see what it's going to do.
SMCI. SMCI is very close to the level we are willing to buy. So maybe that mRNA, I'm gonna have to let it go, as it is not respecting those levels.
INTC could be a good place right there to be going in.
Yeah, INTC, that was the one I was telling you, like,
That it really popped up. Now it's interacting well with the VWAP. So
Nvidia still going back up. mRNA. Okay. If mRNA doesn't hold above the 54.50, I'm gonna be out very soon. I'm gonna be okay with that. Just not doing what I was expecting it to do. Like right now we have major level of 53.50. So we are going there like 53.50.
Lyft could be offering a position to go in to the trade.
Okay. Left. We are 5 minutes in, so left. Yeah, looking beautiful. Just I don't know the level lift. So let's see what the market is doing.
Well, Nvidia does not did not take off as much as we wanted to, and the market is definitely not as strong. Seems like it's a could be. We do know that typically, and typically when Jay Paul or the Feds are talking, the morning is usually a little quieter,
Yeah, definitely.
right? We know that from.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at the volume this morning, that definitely seems to be transpiring there. I was able to get on the pullback. I took a small position on lift, and it is breaking. So
mRNA got me out. And like maybe I should do that earlier, but like I just flipped the size in there. Let's see if this want to do something.
good flexibility there.
Yeah, like I'm not a fan of trading mRNA, just from the good to go, but yeah, my charts are squeezed because the actual index is a squeeze. Like it's very narrowing. So I have a chart that is essence. Yeah, I have a chart that like is reflecting that. So, and that's why I shrink my price by a bit.
So Nvidia is escaping again, though, where we're looking at the markets. Not big moves on markets.
Yeah, definitely not. So
Okay, so lift is pulling back. I might add to my position there.
okay, you have lift.
I have lift. I was able to get it on the pullback, but now if it's able to pull back too, I will be able to add.
RNA, I think I would like to add to mRNA, but I don't necessarily have the best place to add to the mRNA. So
Okay.
because of the type of trade it is for me,
Okay.
I would say I do not prefer to do that. So I'm just gonna let it go wherever it wants to go. mRNA. So if you see, I just flipped my size right after it got me out. My stop loss is quite technical, but let's say I do not believe in this trade that much. So like right now, yeah, what it's gonna do there?
Oh, this is great. I was able to add 2 lift on the pullback. It pulled back practically to that same level. We'll see now if it's going to escape. I am going to break even on that trade because at this moment it's not correlated with the market. So lift is not correlated with the market at all, as is Nvidia is not correlated with the market. Nvidia is though going to that 147.50 we said, then the 148 is the next level. That level is huge at 148. We'll see if it's going to be that position is selling or buying, but it's really big at the 148.
Perfect. I feel I'm chasing the move on Nvidia, and yeah, I have a technical stop loss, but at the same time, like maybe not the best to do. So we'll see.
DJT is going down, so at this moment it's trading. It's interacting with the 30. There's a big level there as well at the 30 with stacking going down. So we should be looking at a pullback on DJT.
DJT. Okay, let's look at that DJT. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Incredible how much that thing have came down. So at the end, I did add to mRNA. So I can say I did add at a decent price, but Let's see.
Market right now is double topping it is reaching a resistance. There we go. It seems like it wants to escape it. We found a lot of buyers here. RSI has curled up significantly. And we're looking at the indexes being correlated as well in sync. We don't always see that. Very nice. We are $1 in NVIDIA. And Lyft right now is interacting with the high. It's still within the range. We'll see what that's going to do. We were able to add on that pullback.
Yeah, very nice trades on Lyft.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be wanting, thank you, Davey. It doesn't seem to be wanting to breach that top. So that worries me a little bit. There's a pullback on the RSI. Though, when we're looking at the tape, really strong position. So I'm expecting 19. So we're looking to 1980 and then 19. Strong positions there. Not much on the downside. So let's see what we can do with Lyft.
Okay.
So PLTR, as we identified earlier this morning, is ranging. So we'll see now. It seems to want to. No, it's actually right. Yep.
Oh yeah, PLTR is
Yeah, it seems to want to.
popping up.
Yeah,
Very nice.
not much. Let's look at NVIDIA here. NVIDIA, there we go. We're printing on NVIDIA.
I definitely have a mess on mRNA, so I'm still not sure. Let's see, like those names, they do trade like crap. So most
They're
of
very
the time-
volatile.
Yeah, especially like my mistake I have been jumping on without the actual like I think I got one good entry. The rest they are definitely questionable. So Nvidia, the same thing. I was chasing that move. This trade is working, but ideally it come back for me to add a little bit more. But right now, yeah, not doing much.
Well, we could have a pullback NVIDIA down to, actually, and it could be a good place to add, we could be having a pullback to 147.10. Big position there. Though the position and imbalance is definitely to the upside.
Nice.
Market still strong, but not flying.
Definitely.
Nothing like yesterday,
Yeah, definitely.
right? One day to the other, eh? Quite a difference.
And with those very tight move, like I think you can go wild. So like the SPY, Nasdaq, and Nasdaq have been kind of channeling from yesterday. So like this channel here.
Mm-hmm. When
kind
we're
of-
looking, eh? When you were saying the spread yesterday on Nasdaq and SPY compared to today.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something to keep an eye on because like volatility is gonna spike quite a lot once they decide. Well, when the market decide what size it want to take. So
Not under pressure at all, though. No pressure on the market. But there's a little bit pull on the market at the moment.
Yeah, Nvidia. I'm holding mRNA. Like, I don't feel very confident about that trade, but let's see if historical data help in there, knowing that those trades they don't perform that well in the shorter time frame. Then normally it's very volatile. So now we have the market pulling back. I want to look at that Nvidia a little bit closer as
The
yeah.
level of 147 on there's 147.10 that's still there, but there's definitely a larger position and it should get there actually, at 147, which is the VWAP. So that could be a good place to add if you're in the position.
Definitely something I'm looking for.
At the VWAP 147, big position there. And we're looking at the market. It is pulling back. We are getting a little bit of pressure on the market at the moment. Lyft seems to be doing a little bit of a range there, a 20 cents range. We'll see what it's going to do. We still have that position at 19.
mRNA definitely fighting the downside. So patient is very relevant in this mRNA. So yeah, I got smoked like a newbie there. So we will see if we manage to bring back whatever we have to give away. Nvidia, really, I have an order to get picked up at the VWAP on Nvidia, and definitely not wanting to offer that. So how are you doing on Lyft? So Lyft,
Well,
I
Lyft is
see
pulled back down to the VWAP, which is definitely to be expected. I don't like the way it's interacting though, because now it's piercing. So the market though,
it's also pulling back a bit.
a little bit, not much. So I'm expecting Lyft, if Lyft does not reject that VWAP and does a clear bounce like it's doing now, I was going to be out of the trade, but it is interacting well with the VWAP. RSI is curling back up, so pleased to see that reaction. We'll see. Keeping my eye on Lyft. Nvidia still at the VWAP. We'll see. At 147, we know we've got a big level. It actually barely touched it. And we still have strong levels above that.
I'm going to cancel my order to add on Nvidia. As PLTR is kind of offering a very interesting entry for me right there, so I would like to try that. So, okay, that was wrong. So PLTR, I need to do this, and then we go perfect, just like that. Let's see.
Nice bounce of Nvidia off the VWAP at what we had said at 147. Very nice.
Need to really work on my execution there, like.
We got 147.80, 148. So Nvidia should be going. Market is under pressure. Seems to be wanting to release to the upside. We'll see. And Lyft did bounce clearly off the VWAP, still strongly respecting the trend.
Very nice.
We'll see though, because now we've got what, a 1, 2, 3 times touching. There's a plateau there at 1879, a strong resistance. There's still a position as well on the tape at that, but we would like to see it cross. But at 19 for sure, I will be taking some partial there.
The 19 is very interesting. It seems to be like the heaviest.
Correct.
So
Come on, Nvidia.
SMCI. Yeah, SMCI did very nice. mRNA. I might be losing my time on mRNA, so we will see. As I say, patient is something that matter on this name.
Look at Nvidia.
Nvidia keep pulling back down. Like I think he wants to retest that 47.
Yeah, 47 is a big position.
Yeah. So what is Tesla doing? Not much actually, not much. trading very choppy. mRNA trying to push back up in there. If you manage to trade about 54.50, I'm gonna be coming out of that trade. That's a level that I was looking as a long. So right now it's trying to go there. So this is gonna be successful. I will need to look at that tape.
Oh my goodness, finally. I believe
Lift.
that lift is going to be wanting to pierce.
If it's gonna get there.
We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, I see that.
So if it maintains the 80s, which was a level there, because we have found some sellers, we should be able to pierce through and finally hit the 19 level.
Perfect.
$19 mark, we'll see.
Yeah, that tape is quite heavy to the upside. We'll see. RNA trading about the VWAP. So SMCI,
Quite a different trend on NVIDIA.
SMCI coming back down. NVIDIA is NVIDIA is. I think it will go 47 because I have offered that for having around there without much momentum for now. So mRNA, the same thing. That tape is a little bit heavy toward the upside. So I just clear up the decision by if you trade above 54.50, I'm gonna be out, but not that I believe a lot in this trade. So right now it's having trouble with the VWAP. It's holding the overnight VWAP, not the actual VWAP. So when I took mRNA, we have mRNA right here. If you see, I see it I have another screen where it has the overnight VWAP, and it's about to reject it one more time. So we will see, especially now that that EMA is kind of going down as well, about to across the actual VWAP. So
Let's go.
yeah, mRNA.
There we go. So NVIDIA's crossing the 147.50. That was a resistance. Now it seems to want to create support for that. Let's go. What a wick.
Yeah, PLTR trading below that level, so mRNA is about to get me out. As I say, I'm okay with that. 54.50. I want to see the print at 54.50. So right now we have somebody at mRNA at 55. 55 has a decent lot. Did we print 54.50 in this candle? Talking mRNA. So that's very relevant there. If you did print 54.50, it actually print 54.54. So 54.54. I'm mistaken. 54.54. Yeah. So it pierced the level by a little bit, and yeah.
And when you're looking at the speed or the volume or the intensity that is popping up, it definitely looks very bullish.
mRNA?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So,
Yeah.
and it's the quality of the bounce off the VWAP seems good. We do have a good RSI curl, but, and the market though is kind of sideways, not doing very not doing very much.
Which is expected based on the fact that the Fed is going to be talking
Correct.
at 2
Very
p.m.
typical.
tonight.
Very typical.
So yeah, we can expect that for sure. So for mRNA, as I say, like I might be wrong in this trade. I'm already not having the best entry, I will say, for the short. I was looking long. The long didn't work. I flipped my size based on the fact that it didn't respect those levels. So right now, for me to be wrong, it will need to be trading above 54.50 according to my plan. That's why, like, yes, it print 54.54 precisely, but it didn't get me out because of it was a wick. So like, yeah, should be okay there. If you clear it, good.
Yep, if it clears and it keeps, if it pops off the VWAP, I think that the trend is broken.
PLTR is one that I am looking for. Like PLTR basically, like, is trending below the level right now. Let's talk about that while I show you what I'm talking about. So PLTR is clearly trading below 55. So 55, 54, 54.33. I want to see, like, remove my order there. So 54. Yeah, I would like to see the interaction with 54, like, though, like, I should be out of that trade for now, temporarily. So,
Okay, so we'll see with NVIDIA at the moment. It is at the high, post-market high. We'll see if it crosses.
20.
It's approaching a level on the tape of the 80. We'll see if it's able to pierce through. We found definitely a lot. Well, there's a lot of sellers at that level, but let's see if the buyers are going to be jumping in.
That will be
It's
NVIDIA?
holding, yes, it's holding the 80s well. Holding the 80s well.
Yeah, very nice.
Excellent curl in the RSI, definitely pushing back up. Holding the 80s, still holding. And the market seems to want to release some pressure a little bit to the upside. And we went through. So the next level would be 148 and then 148.50. We'll see how that's going to. 149, 149.50. So we're going to be holding NVIDIA. So I took some partial on lift and I added a little bit too much on the pullback and it got me out. So I was able to print on lift and we're going to focus on NVIDIA.
NVIDIA definitely printing, so we will see.
And look at SMCI, weren't we dead on the
SMCI.
level 22 and then it's going up to
Yeah, it
our
didn't,
23.50.
didn't even offer those 22.
Mm-hmm. 22.10. It wicked. So, and it should be a big level at 23 for the ones that are in SMCI. Was able to get that great position. We are going. There's 23.50, 23.60 and 23.80, and we've got levels at 24 and 25. So,
I'm not familiar with
DGT.
typing there.
yeah,
DJT.
DJT rejecting the VWAP.
Yeah,
So it seems like we've got a little bit, so we've got some rebalancing a little bit there, right, from DJT.
yeah, yeah.
Same with PLTR, look at that. These are the levels that we drove in PLTR, 54. It's actually now wanting to wick the 54.
Okay.
And if we, for anyone that's PLTR short, we do have a double level, double barrier you called it? Didn't
Double
you?
shield.
Double shield.
Yeah.
53, 51, 53, 50 on PLTR.
Can you repeat that, please?
So there's a double shields on PLTR on the bid at 53.51 and 53.50 that we've got good positions there.
Nice. So I have PLTR with the intention of adding there, like I have PLTR alone, like very little size, but I would like to see a respect in this 54, like quite decent. So if he doesn't respect the 54, I'm gonna be out. I already have a very bad entry on it, in my opinion. So let's see if we can follow the plan. So
And if we're looking down, I'm just
we'll be around there, yeah, perfect. So I have a stop loss
up.
for PLTR. If you go down there, you're gonna be okay.
What level is that, David?
That's the 54 actually.
Okay, PLTR, it should be good.
mRNA is trying to push back up. Yeah. Okay, so those spikes pushing back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. PLTR. mRNA. So I want to see mRNA what is doing actually. So let's see. Let's look at that tape on mRNA. So mRNA has a decent guy at 54.51. That's a little bit too high in my opinion. So the rejection of the VWAP, we clearly have sizes to the downside, more sizes to the downside. So I yeah, patient, like I need the patient, and I have said this many times already, but like instead of me going out of the stop loss I have right above 54.50, I'm gonna trust my stop loss and I'm gonna make peace with that loss if ever I get there. The reason for that is because I see the selling pressure that this thing have. Like I see that selling pressure on the tape. So because it was the trade where I messed it up on the long, I think proportionally I can make whatever I give away, or I can make a little bit more if this is gonna be for real, like trending down as the tape is suggesting. So I don't wanna be out and then the trade move on my favor. So I'm okay with the loss if we get there. And yeah, PLTR is the one that I might be cutting off very soon. I also have an order to get out of PLTR, but yeah, I let it go way too far. Yeah, those are the type of behavior we want to address. Like, what is my level? PLTR 55, 55, 50, 55, 54. Why did I went long at 55.29? Well, lack of discipline. That's type of things that we want you guys to see and learn to not do. So ideally tomorrow, I show you by sample. So like, don't get me wrong, this 54 here on PLTR, I consider it to be a good buy. But when you come here with the psychology of you went down, it's like, that's not good. That's not good for your trading. So, of course, we are able to counterbalance that with other trades, but this is money that you are giving away for no reason. So PLTR, it's gonna be getting me out very soon, or it's gonna be bouncing back up. So we will see.
I took a small position on INTC on the pullback because
INTC.
yeah, the tape is looking very good. We've got very strong positions, so we'll see how it reacts. I'm still in NVIDIA, almost $2 in the money, so we're doing well there.
NVIDIA, very nice. Yeah, I have the NVIDIA too. Unfortunately, I didn't add because, like, yeah. mRNA, as I say, look at the selling pressure in these. Like, you took INTC, did you say?
Yes,
Hey.
on the pullback.
Yeah, that's a beautiful trade, INTC. I guess like this name can go. Who
Well-
was calling this? Like there was a guy calling out this trade below 23 the other week, no?
I believe so, right?
I believe
I
so
believe
too.
so. Who was that
Who was
guy?
that guy?
Yeah, I think his name is Davy.
I think it was a nice trade. So
Yeah,
it's just
I think his name was Davy.
I was busy with other things. Like I had a very nice trade on Nvidia, and I have a very nice trade like on Aurora. So I don't really have. I didn't have the liquidity to go for those names, but that was okay. It's part of the process. So INTC, but definitely nice pop up. Like INTC, like I think $27 in INTC is definitely something.
It's possible,
So,
right?
we
We've got
can-
a big position there.
Yeah, we came out of PLTR, as I say. Like now, I want to see if I want to buy it back in there or not.
Okay.
mRNA is finally bleeding more and more. So, but like this is not the trade on mRNA yet. Nvidia is definitely flying. So does Nvidia want to print 50? Hey, that's doable. Definitely doable. What is Tesla doing? Tesla.
You don't want to look at Tesla.
Tesla is
Holy
close
cannoli.
to 300. Oh my god. Like, this is crazy. Elon Musk
He's printing.
is printing, yeah. Oh, he made all the money that he gave to Donald Trump during the campaign. He made that in one night. In one single night. So, Nvidia. You have to love Nvidia. So, mRNA, I want you to keep bleeding that way, but like, let's not be blind by it. Like, let's say this name, yes, is going down. Like, but do we have any sizes to the downside that we consider relevant, that we need to be aware of, pay attention of? So we have 52 for sure. That 52 is relevant. What else? That's it pretty much. So PLTR fighting with our 54. So if we go back to PLTR, yeah, maybe it pierced by a little bit too much. So let's say if I will be interested to buy 54, 53.90 on PLTR, I would like to have a little bit more of information. Like, let's say we have somebody at 53.50. So we have somebody at 53.66, 53.60. So definitely it works that shot around those prices. But yeah, you see the bid picking up right there.
There's a little pullback from the market at the moment.
I'm having a very aggressive selling on PLTR. So I think I'm gonna try another shot. Let's see if it works it.
So what do you want to do, INTC? I think it wants to cross, but as soon as it gets to that level, there seems to be a little bit of a
We get back up
resistance.
PLTR. Let's see. I like the reaction to the 54, and I think I have a decent, decent price there. So,
Great
what
job.
were you saying? Very sorry.
No,
didn't
that's
hear you.
okay. No. Nvidia. Well, we know that Nvidia right now seems to be crossing that level.
Yeah.
But for INTC, there seems to be a definite strong resistance that's forming at 25.70 at that range.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
we'll see how that goes. We've got a big position at the bid at 25.60. I'll see how it reacts to there. I might be getting out of the trade. We'll see.
Are you aware of the level, like of the sizes at 26, something like that?
Correct. And
Like,
you're talking still.
Yeah, the 1200 lot plus
Correct.
another 300 lot. So
So you've got 26, and exactly
Yeah.
both of them are there. Then there's 2620. There's really a good continuancy on the tape right down to 2650. Strong. So
Perfect.
we should. You're right.
So something I see with the style of trading that we have lately is that maybe we don't really have to wait for those. Like, of course, like I'm not saying to do exactly what I did in PLTR. This is another story. Look at PLTR, not able to hold the 54. So, like, hey, that's not looking that good. But what I'm saying is like, if we look at INTC, those levels were respected pretty much by the penny. It wicked there, and like, yeah, like you can start building up a position from the VWAP maybe, because those levels were respected that well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, just to keep in mind, like, still like a decent way of doing this.
Yep. Okay. So now INTC is gonna break.
Yeah, there's some momentum right there. So INTC, I like the size of INTC at that 26. Definitely a point for partial. As like, yeah, it will be very extended at that point.
I agree.
Um,
So we've got a partial set at 26.
Need to keep an eye on CVE. I have an order to get filled on CVE. That's not here. That's I have in the other account.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have an order to get pick up at CVE.
Let's go
Alright,
INTC.
alright. So
Okay.
INTC, how are you on this trade, man? It's okay. Tesla. I want to see Tesla, if there is any decent size on Tesla. For whenever the market take a turn back.
Oh, there's
no,
295. But not on the pullback. There's not much on the pullback, is there?
Like no, yeah, like
It's way too far.
you will be looking long there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like 300 and 295 are the most relevant. 300, 295.
INTC, finally. Okay, we're printing on INTC.
INTC.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Very nice. Very nice. Nice.
Okay.
None of us have ring the bell today, huh?
I should have, sorry.
You should have.
Yeah. Yes, so my trade I got out because I saw that lift we added, like I said, I added, and when it I took partial, added. When I took partial, I didn't ring the bell, but
Nice.
INTC at 26 almost.
Hey, PLTR,
26.
what are you doing, my guy?
Oh boy. Okay, so 26 is huge, but now, right now, I'm looking, I'm being tempted of going to 2650 to take a partial. My first partial. Oh, am I playing
INTC?
INTC
Yeah, I think definitely you should be taking partial 26.
at 26? I agree.
Like,
But
not a bad idea.
2650 is so sweet. Okay, Nvidia at 148.50. We know there was a position there. And we still have quite a bullish tape on Nvidia. We actually have now significant positions and actually good stacking up to 150. So let's hold on to Nvidia. $2 in money on Nvidia. Good trade.
Very nice, very nice.
Really good trade.
Yeah.
That was a good call.
That Nvidia might be the trade to hold, especially because of the size. Like, I hold the trades where my size is not a size that will freak me out or anything. So
What do you mean? What did you just say? Sorry.
Nvidia might be the trade to hold for me for the day.
Okay, okay.
I think Nvidia can try to go above 150, and yeah, if he managed to do that, well, I think it will be, yeah. PLTR, APP. This is a name that I kind of ignore, but if you are interested, you can look at APP. It's a more expensive name, but I think it is trading very well.
APP.
APP, yeah.
Oh wow.
I heard somebody talking about that this morning, so.
That was really strong.
Yeah.
So the VWAP, or actually, if you're looking at an entry, probably 249.30, which would be the 50. Could be a good price to go into that trade.
Which price did you say?
Let me go back. Sorry about that. I switched quite quickly to in INTC. I want to see. So I was saying 253.30.
Okay. I see that. So, it's like the move on those are
250 actually.
are very aggressive. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
very, very, very.
yeah. So. Yeah, I see. It's like. Yeah. A little bit concerning. Okay, the only guy I need to.
Hey, we found some sellers on Nvidia.
PLTR, if we make another low, I'm gonna be out. Or maybe walk away from that name.
Okay,
Because I don't believe in the short term PLTR. And like, yeah, what are you saying? Sorry?
no. The short on PLTR.
Yeah, I don't believe in the short term PLTR. And it's not holding those levels, so I wouldn't like to go against the grain in there. So.
What does the tape say?
The tape is like we have. Yeah, the tape is downside.
53.50 is a big level. 53.50, 53.51.
That's the level I am saying. Like once you get there, not playing with it anymore.
No.
What is Amazon doing? Amazon is 211. Wow.
Incredible, eh? What
Yeah.
about
Apple.
Apple? Same.
Google.
There we go, INTC. There we go.
Marlene, yeah. That's what I mean by not the best entry, so I will address that straight. PLTR, not trying to make a move to the downside with momentum. Here comes the money. Yalla, yalla.
So I was able to take some partial on INTC at the 26 level. We knew we found a lot of sellers there, but I do believe that it is going back up to 26.50. So we will hold for that dream, and 27. So
Look at that General Motor. Like the V-shape.
did you call that one?
No,
Wow.
I didn't draw any level on it.
No,
Just
but
like,
you totally said that,
yeah.
hey,
mRNA, definitely start printing some. PLTR, start looking a little bit better, but as I say, I wouldn't like to see PLTR making a lower low. Yeah, let's see. Okay, now we finally start flipping the sizes, so we will see. This is PLTR. means. So let's see, can I get that right there? No. Okay.
Okay, market is under pressure. Both of them are aligned and they are correlated. But
Something I don't
we're
know.
pushing, we're pulling back.
Yeah, like that's exactly like I was going to say something related to that correlation. Like I don't see that correlation today. Like for example, maybe from yesterday, like yesterday we saw no before yesterday we saw that Nvidia was very correlated with the SPY. But for example, we have a SPY. This is how a SPY is looking like.
Correlated between the two.
Correlated between the
Yes,
indexes.
the two indexes are correlated, but I agree.
Perfect.
We haven't found stocks that reflect either the quietness of the moves on the index, either they're moving quite aggressively or they're they're moving aggressively, pushing up, pushing down, but it doesn't reflect on the indexes. I agree.
Definitely. So, based on the fact that Bitcoin is back to 175,000 with 392, hey, that Mara may looks interesting for a long around WAP. So let's try that one. Let's see what we can do.
Oh,
with that Mara.
wow. Yeah, that's a nice pull. If we're looking on the tape.
Okay, Mara. Yeah, let's see. That
Yeah, the tape looks
75,
quite...
1875
Correct.
seems to be relevant.
Yeah, I
So-
like that. But then that would mean that it's breaking. It could be breaking 1875. That's really low.
Yes, definitely.
So
I ju-
1875 is actually the post-market opening low.
yeah, definitely.
So is that going to go back down? Whoosh.
But like I just mentioned it as the most relevant level right now on the tape, but not that I believe necessarily it's gonna go there. Like actually, it's pulling back like crazy. But yeah, what I'm trying to say there in the Mara, I just like it's a little position, the same thing, very little positions. Once I see that it's respecting, let's say the 19, because at the 19 we have nothing at 19 pretty much. 19 should be not respected at all. So, but like 1875 is definitely more interesting. So, 1875. Let's put that line there. Like, let's not ignore it. So
It's a good position, right?
yeah,
It's
definitely.
it's a good order that they've got there.
So, like, let's see. I actually don't have to wait too much for it. Like, I can be out very soon and then go back in a little bit lower. But where we are printing, guys, is in mRNA, definitely going down. And yeah, let's see what this thing wants to do.
Well done.
Next time,
Wow,
I'm gonna be a little bit more disciplined on taking the right entry. PLTR gravitating toward those 54, but not doing much yet. So PLTR, I'm okay holding that trade for now. Nvidia, this is the one I say I would like to hold for the rest of the day.
It's doing well,
I
right?
did it yesterday and it was a fantastic trade. So let's see if we can do the same with the others.
PLTR seems to be consolidating at the level.
At the 54.
Well, it's pretty much between 53.70 to 54. It seems to be finding a good level there. There's still a big position at 53.51. So we should see where that would be going. It doesn't look bullish by any stretch of the imagination on the tape.
PLTR?
So, yes.
Yes, I know. I don't know, I guess so. Because when I look at it last time, like that's how it was looking exactly as you described it. Basically, that's why I say like once PLTR managed to break below 53.70, I will be considering not touching it or no. Like I know that the order that is relevant right now is at 53.50, but it didn't went there. So let's see if it's not gonna be trying to go there. Like. Though right now it's not even able to hold the 54.00, so maybe it will try to go there. So let's see.
INTC crossing the 26.
INTC. Oh, I'm sorry, I touched
So
there.
we actually have now the market wanting to break. So SPY is at wanting to break the high, the post-market high. So we'll see how it's going to do there. It's definitely gaining strength. We've got a very strong RSI on SPY. So we should be popping. We should have a little bit of, hopefully, a little love for our longs from the market.
Mara pulling back from the VWAP. That's a good play. So let's see. That tape is in INTC is very crowded in both sizes. So PLTR trying to do its best. Yeah, there we go, PLTR. Yeah, let's see where.
I agree. That's a good call out for INTC. It's definitely crowded on both sides. More heavy into the long, into the immediate. But you are correct. We could expect, I would expect INTC for sure, 25.50 to be pulling back down there. Good call out, Davey. Yeah, the tape is definitely changing. Okay, Nvidia's pulling back while the market is still up there. So there's a big position at 148. I wouldn't like it to go through 148, but we will see. The tape has changed there.
Yeah, the Nvidia is looking interesting.
Mm-hmm. Definitely the tape has changed. I'm going to read the tape a little bit on INTC.
INTC.
Just to focus a little bit. It is in a critical level, we know, at 98 to 26.
So INTC, let's
It's
look at
printed
the tape
26 now and seems to want to maintain lots. I'm surprised, am I? Lots of buying at 26.
Yeah, like
Surprise, surprise.
for how crowded is that tape right there?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I'm gonna take a little short there. Not thinking that I believe a lot on it. It's just like the tape is kind of letting that, like saying that could happen. So
Yeah, I would probably flip my position at 26.50.
nice.
The position 26.50 is quite large too.
Yeah, and that 26.50 will be the point where I will be looking to add, if ever it does that.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I might be having too many positions open. We'll see. So I have INTC, which is just a short that I initiate right there.
Wow, okay, so we've got SPY in a doji. So SPY got 2 dojis in
Yeah.
the 5 minutes, came out with a hammer on the upside, and now is trying to form another doji. So lots of pressure on the market.
INTC literally not moving at all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Still maintaining the 26. I'm happy it's actually,
above.
well, it's maintaining the 26, right?
Mhm.
So it's been rejecting the 26 for a while. Now it's actually printing 23 at 2604. So very encouraging there. So definitely strong position. 2605, 2606, we've got really big orders there, and 2620, that's building. So tape still looks pretty bullish. Let's see what it's going to do with the 2605 and 2606 on the tape.
Yeah, there is a lot of stacking before 20, I would say between 2605 to 2620. There is a lot of
Correct.
stacking on this name. So
And did you see the big position that's building at 2650
position.
in INET? So
Yeah.
that would be INTC position in INET,
Yeah,
and-
I see. The
right?
600
And
local.
then you've got this like the regular levels, the rounded levels that we've got 2750. Then we've got 2850, jumping to 30. We'll see what's going to happen there. So.
Yeah, that INTC. Yeah, punching back down.
Mhm.
Um,
We found some sellers there, right?
yeah, me one of them. So Mara is not doing that good. So Mara, yeah, PLTR.
Yeah, we don't want to lose the 90s too much on
Yeah.
INTC.
Hmm.
Though there is a big
Okay.
position at 2580 and 76. If it goes through that, I will be out of that trade.
mRNA here is not doing that good. mRNA. So, I mean, it's doing good for the short. It's not doing good for the long. It's like it went to those 52 and like now it's holding there. So, I am trading this Mara like moving a station to a station. So, I think I want to see it now trading below 52 very soon. Because if he's holding 52, hey, that could be a long from there. So INTC, that's a nice short. Let's see. That's the type of patience we need to exercise. Whatever you see in INTC. Yeah, let your human psychology do something different.
Since I obviously I got a good price, even though I added on the pullback, I'm gonna hold INTC to the break even. We'll see.
When
Tape is definitely changing though on INTC, but we'll see the interaction that it's got with the 50.
yes. Like, did you see Tesla? Like,
Incredible.
We were drawing those levels at 294.50, and like now that it's at 298, that is decent but not big enough. So very crazy. So how much you have been going higher and higher. So PLTR, I like the fact that it is fighting for the level. But it's not showing any momentum from there. So I might be just losing my time on PLTR. Yeah, look at that flush. Flush. So yeah.
A pull from the market.
Let's see PLTR. Yeah. Now interacting with the 50. That's what I want to see on PLTR. PLTR interacting with the 50. But like as I say, like just mismanage that trade. Should be coming out of that very soon.
Well, in my case, in my trade in INTC, I do not want it to go through the VWAP. So it seems to be bouncing and reacting well to the VWAP and to the previous, because that was the top of the range. So as we see here, so that's the top of the range. I want to see a good bounce off that. So it seems to be bouncing, but not with too much momentum. So I might be coming out of INTC there, we'll see. Market are still pretty much sideways, not doing much, but they are under pressure. So they are still, so if you're looking at SPY, it's still well above the VWAP, but creating dojis in the 5 minutes. So we know those are usually preludes to something happening in the market.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, mRNA put a very decent candle to the upside. So let's see if I want to keep holding this or not. Normally the answer to that will be yes right now, because like it bounced a technical level, but it pierced by quite a lot, I would say. So
Okay.
to keep coming down, I think is well expected.
So the market seems to want to be, SPY seems to be wanting to actually break the previous double top. We'll see how that happens. So if it's able to escape that consolidation that's been doing for a little bit, we'll be good. For the longs,
Yeah, SPY. Yeah.
And SPY and NASDAQ are still correlated.
Something I like about my mRNA and actually Nvidia as well is that they seem to be acting opposite correlated. So while like it's a good thing, it's a good correlation for your PNL, like as the PNL spread out positively for you. Normally when you trade, like I was trading like that Tesla and Nvidia, and it was a total correlation. So like, and I was going opposite directions. So yeah, Nvidia, like Tesla, is about to pierce 298. Then the other level that matter around there, I think, is the 300. Yeah, INTC definitely like looking good.
Well, it's looking good. It's a big pull to the VWAP. We know that it's a big position, but now if we're looking at the tape, there seems to be an imbalance to the bid. So that concerns me a little bit, but I want to see it react to the VWAP and how it's going to be interacting.
Just because the price I have on INTC, I'm gonna be playing with the money of the house on INTC. So then we have Mara that is trying to make it back. There we go. Yeah. PLTR. Sleep a little bit too much on that trade. The problem I have with mRNA is that that's a trade that I have risk on. So it's a different story. So yeah, let's see how we end the day. So Nvidia definitely very resilient. So Nvidia, yeah, still pushing back down. But whenever Nvidia go to 147, I will be looking to add. Like, I didn't get it before, but like, I know that level have been very relevant.
There's a pullback from the market. Good job, INTC. What a nice bounce to the VWAP. Let's go. We still have 20 seconds to the candle, but we'll see. So the market is pulling back.
Yeah, I sense some downside right now, like right there. So might be clearing up some positions. Like right now, everything is accelerating awkwardly. So
So I'll be checking the tapes just to double check to just see if the directional is still good. 147.70. So a strong position of 147.70 in Nvidia, but wow, we're still building positions to the downside. The market is still not released yet. We've got a bullish hammer in the 5 minutes that's forming on SPY. Awkward time right now.
yeah. Well, like I didn't do this. Let me check at the volume.
Oh,
So
good. INTC rejecting,
yeah, the volume was decent for the
bouncing up the
opening.
VWAP. Yeah?
But the range, let's see the range. So 37. Oh yeah. It's like we have a 60 cents range today.
Incredible. Incredible. What a small range.
So we have 592.67 minus 592.00. Oh yeah. Very narrowing.
Okay, INTC, the level at 26 seems to be still relevant. We'll see though how that's going to be turning out. 20, because 2580 was a previous resistance, so we'll see how quick it's going to go through that, if it does. Because we do have a position building at 2550, and 2550 we knew that that was a previous, at 2550 it was a previous resistance that became support. Is it going to go back there? We still have a position. So Nvidia seems to be rejecting and bouncing off the VWAP very nicely.
Definitely.
Still really respecting the range, staying above the range for Nvidia. SPY as broken, though by just a few cents, has still broken the high. Nasdaq still going sideways. Nvidia doesn't seem to be able to hold 50.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Let's see if I really want to add to that thing. So
Mhm.
I think I do want to add to that. So
Interacting well with it. There's a big position on Nvidia at 148.50.
no, mRNA is like kind of distracting me a lot. mRNA. Like I see those push, and like the tape is not that confident. It's just like as I say, I have risk on that trade. So Nvidia is another trade. Mara is trying to go. Let's see. INTC will be willing to add to the short. Basically, yes.
Okay.
Doesn't look like a good idea, but
No, right now we've got strong positions to 2650. So the 2650 is still there, still building. Very nice. Strong one at 2650. And we seem to have positions up to there. So we'll see how that goes. So we didn't add or take profit on, oh yeah, Nvidia. So we still have $2 in the money almost, so we'll see how that goes.
INTC, just that the risk to reward ratio is definitely there. So So I add to the short on INTC around there.
Well, PLTR really do.
Yeah, really trying to respect that
Mhm.
area there.
That level that we drew,
So-
right at 54,
Yeah,
very much so.
Mara in that range. I don't know. I might be killing that very soon. INTC, I don't have to look much at it. It's on its own pretty much.
Well, glad I got out of Lyft.
Lift. Yeah, like those names, like, and that's something that we are doing lately more and more,
Mm-hmm.
where we are exploring like trades in what I personally consider less reliable names. So
Well, so Mara is above the range, but is at a double top.
yeah, definitely.
Nvidia, let's go. We've got it.
Like the only reason why I didn't add Umara is because I was willing to like I don't want to make my position like right now I have 5 trades on. So I told you I have this little fogginess when I have too many trades open. So
Well, it's a lot to monitor, right?
yeah.
INTC going to the 26.
And something that I noticed, maybe like days like today, that the market is that rangy. Like yes, it looked like if it's going up like crazy, but it's actually rangy.
No.
So to have those many positions open, like you are not performing as well as you could if you just get like let's say an Nvidia, and you really like look at Nvidia, look at that pushback up right there. Like I say, do I want to add? It was looking like, but I decided not to. So just because I have too many positions open. So INTC going back up, like as I say, this is a very low risk trade on INTC. If we manage to break through 26, we can be out. But I like the resistance that was there before. We don't have evidence that that's going to be resisting for the whole day, so let's see. For me, it is going to be quite important to try to have a tray open for the rest of the day
Okay.
where I will be far enough that if the Fed decision push the market way higher, I can capture the move with zero risk. That might be like PLTR. Let's say like you see like yes, I got smoked a couple times on PLTR, but like right now I have 54. What I know about 54, well, that is one of the best prices that I could get. So if by the time that we are not sitting down here anymore, PLTR is let's say about 55, something like that, I could be easily breaking even and see if this thing wants to go, let's see, what, 56, 57. Like we saw a size at 57. You remember that?
Yep. Let's go
So-
see if it's still there. Good call out.
INTC, there is a decent order of INTC at 20.2598.
So PLTR, there's nobody there.
There's
at
nobody there
57.
right now. Okay, perfect. Let's look at that.
Unless it shows up on yours.
No, like it was before the market opened where we
Correct,
were looking
right? We were looking at levels.
But I think you're totally right. Right now there is nobody there. Like
No.
I don't see anybody there. So mRNA. Anybody would like an update on mRNA? This is why I say I didn't want to kill the trade. I have risk on this trade, but with this type of sell-off from like I think this was the sell-off from the open. Yeah, like with this type of sell-off, this thing easily can be ending the day at the worst price of the day. What that means, making lower low all the time, offering you a short right here, offering you a short right here. So hey, there is no rush to go out. Once it breaks 52, if it does break 52 and it hold below 52, I'm gonna be playing with the money of the house for sure. But for now, because we are kind of inside that level, I want to see it. Like my stop loss, as I say, is around 54, 50. So
Okay. Market's popping.
perfect.
Not a crazy pop.
PLTR. Yeah, definitely PLTR pushing back up. So that's why I say like the fact that you are in so many trades, like PLTR will be the trade for me to add. But as I say, I'm not doing much of that right now. I'm gonna pay the price for my mistakes today, and that will be like, yeah, that's part of it. Like, so INTC, let's see INTC.
Printing now, the
Yeah,
99,
the
26.
99. Yeah, there was somebody at 98, which is not there anymore.
So you got filled.
He go back there and he get crowded one more time.
Mhm.
Very crowded tape. So
But definitely heavier to the ask. Crowded, but heavier.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, maintaining 26. Surprise, surprise. 2602. Really strong RSI. We found some. There we go. We found some sellers there. We knew we would. There's a little pull on the market, not much.
Trying to add more at 26 to the short on INTC. I know I will be playing more aggressive, but like by doing that, but this is part of the thing we have to do when we have a good risk to reward ratio, and I do have it thanks to the first entry. So yeah, let's see. CVE doesn't want to offer me the entry. That's not good.
Okay, INTC reprinting the 26.
Okay, I got that ad right there. So hey, it's a nice breakout if you manage to hold above. So
Visit the order at 2650 is still there, and the position at 27 building is still there.
very important that we always talk about the psychology of like you hear me saying, oh, I am not adding to Nvidia, let's say, because of whatever. I didn't add to Nvidia, but hey, guess what? I add to INTC. Was that the right move to do? Probably yes, just because of my risk to reward ratio there. Like I don't have the same risk to reward ratio on Nvidia, where if I add here, like I know that there was somebody around 47, like 147, 146.50. Though in INTC, I am using that 26 level as a major wall there, so I can just be risking literally like 5 cents, 6 cents, and it does make sense. So, but like that's why I say risk to reward ratio. So, it was the right decision, even if the trade doesn't work. Though, I just wanted to put in perspective why I didn't add to Nvidia, why I didn't add to Mara, or why I didn't add to PLTR. Those are different trades.
Nvidia, I am concerned that it did not do a higher high on that pullback and push back up. It's good that it's interacting with the 50 in the 1 minute and above the VWAP, but why did it not do a higher high there when the market is pushing back up? So,
yeah, the correlation is a little bit sketchy.
I wanted to respect the range. It needs to pop off that range like it did previously. We'll see how that's going to happen, how it's going to interact. because we do have a lot of sellers. So the tape is quite, I would have to say, if you look at the tape, Davey, I see an unbalance to the bid.
Yeah, that bit is a little bit heavy.
Correct.
But like if you see, like, and this is kind of relevant because like it's doing the same things. Like at 47.50 we have a decent size, but more than we have a decent size, one of the heaviest execution happened at 47.17. So like to dream for me in this case, like if you offer me the adding point at 147, there is a higher chance that I might be wrong. Why? Because the major level that was executed was at around 47.17 or 47.20. So like it will be below this level. So piercing by 15 cents, it's not that bad, but for a name that is $147, 148 almost. But did I answer your question by that? Yeah. It's like I don't basically, in simple words, I don't expect it to go back to 147.
Okay, so I like that. So definitely clears things up a little bit. So when we're looking at INTC, it's still interacting with the 26. Is this the push that where it's going to be crossing and actually going to 26.20, then 26.50? It's maintaining the 26 very well. Reprinting we've got a lot of green print there, which is surprising, but
yeah, that INTC is trying to hold above the 26. Well, I should rephrase what I'm saying. It is actually holding the 26
nicely, actually.
Yeah, so
if it breaks that double top, we are looking at a tape that could be potentially, we have a potential of going to 26.50. That's what I've been waiting for, but there we go. It did not break. It is bouncing off that double top but we still have 30 seconds for that candle to die, so we'll see what's going on there.
one of the problem with that top, Marie, is that top is becoming quite heavy. So once it held for X amount of volume, I will be expecting it to go back to the VWAP one more time. And now I have heavier sizes on it, so VWAP I can take partial, and that might be the tray on it.
There's a big guy at 26. I agree with what you're saying, but look at 26.05 and 26.06, and this is 09 then.
Yeah, but like, kind of what that's telling me, like, you don't see them going too far from the 26. What that means to me, like, they are selling at around 26.5, 25, 26.10. They are considering that that's a good price to sell. So if they are making that price a selling price, not as a good deal, like as a good deal, but for the selling, that will require that the buyers also coming as heavy to invalidate the other volume, or to at least hold on to the other volume. So
I know what you mean.
like that bit will need to be increased by quite a lot right now for it to be holding there. And definitely the top is heavy, very heavy. So mRNA, NVIDIA, PLTR. We are printing everything, but we could do better by focusing in specific stocks.
NVIDIA's creating a different trend.
PLTR, very beautiful. NVIDIA, I see. Yeah. You want us to look at NVIDIA?
So 148, it should be able to hold 148 nicely.
Okay, as we are just talking about it, 147.60, very relevant. That just show up, or recently show up. That was not there before. So 47.60. I know it coincides with the VWAP right now, but it's gonna be healthy to look at the interaction with that. Yeah, what are you saying?
But I wanted to add to what you're saying right now that we've got as well a position at 147.50 building. So, come on, NVIDIA, because I am going to. So we found some buyers at 147, 199, and 148. we'll see what that.
It's nice when you see that you have 5 trades and all of them are making money.
It's a good
It's,
day.
It's just like, as I say, like focusing specific trades will be better because you can go heavier and really dedicate more time to that trade.
Yeah, maximize it.
Yeah, maximize that specific trade. I have a couple of trades that, in my opinion, they are a little bit mediocre. One of them, the one that I actually have risk on, which is mRNA. My worst trade, my worst stock of the day, definitely. Like PLTR, I went very small when I went there, too long. I took it was a big space, but it was like little shares. So, like in books and things like that, you hear those traders, like those very old traders that they were like, and they talk a lot about when you buy here. If you buy like let's say for to illustrate the sample, if you buy here 100 shares and it didn't hold, but then you see holding this level, you should be buying more than 100 shares. And like they do buy more and more the lower it is, as long as they have proof that it's holding the level. Like because the trade just get more juicy and you can compensate for whatever you lost in that matter there. But that required experience and that required confidence. So definitely something for traders that are more
And let's just say,
experienced.
yeah, and it requires cool emotion
Yeah.
because you take a lot of heat.
Nvidia is pulling back to that VWAP. I want us to look at it as it's getting very close to be there. So
Tape is accelerating to the downside.
yeah, definitely. mRNA is doing a roller coaster. mRNA, like it went back a little bit. Like it looks like dojis, but like in the PNL, it's fluctuating quite a lot. It's going back up, back down. Nvidia, let's not lose focus on Nvidia. Nvidia trying to go to those 4760. Yeah, 4760. Is that price being adjusted with the VWAP? I don't think so. More than it is not being adjusted with the VWAP. Right now we have another side that just show up, which is at 4750, 4760 and 4750. So let's see how this is gonna be looking like. INTC, okay, Nvidia. Look at that interaction with those 4760. I just want to quickly look at INTC because INTC keep trying to break the try to pull back down. So they said INTC able to lose every WAP. We know that for history, yes, it happened. Like sometimes INTC can surprise you with those flushes, like it flush like very heavily. So PLTR coming back down.
So I'll be out of Nvidia if it does not hold this 147.50, which it seems to be doing right now. Ooh, it's lost it.
Nvidia. Nvidia.
Oh, got it back.
Yeah, like
immediately.
You remember like that 50? Like that 50, but that 50 is not strong enough. It doesn't seem to be strong enough. Let's see. That bit is not catching up right there. Nvidia. So I don't have to look at NTC right now. Let's look at Nvidia. There is a major level at 47. At 47, that will be sweet. If it bounces back up from there. INTC trying to push back up.
Now it's at 147.50 actually represents 200.
Yeah, like that pullback, I would say is decent.
That's significant. So let's hope it bounces off that level.
Mara, the same thing. Mara, look at that pushback on Mara.
Okay, so it's maintained the 50s for now. Big pullback from the market.
AMD. Nvidia trying to hold the 50.
Mm-hmm. $147.45 is the 200 moving average. So. Really big position at 147 in Nvidia. Building.
Yes.
The market seems to be releasing some pressure to the downside.
PLTR.
Tape accelerating on Nvidia.
Nvidia. Perfect. I think we do have decent levels on those names.
Printing 60 now in Nvidia.
Perfect. I'm gonna, yeah. Have you looked at SMCI? Wow. Yeah, don't look at it. You don't want to be mad.
Exactly what we got. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like
Look at that.
look at the 24 level. Like,
Dead on it. $2
Yeah, yeah,
move
very
on
nice.
that kind of price. Stock. Wow.
okay. So, sorry guys, I want to show you SMCI. SMCI. There we go. That's SMCI.
Wow. Look at that
So-
quality of the bounce on Nvidia.
Yeah, Nvidia. Like, I know you call it the quality of the bounce. And like, I like how the way it bounced due to the
You wouldn't
market
call it
conditions.
quality?
No, because the reason why I wouldn't call it quality, like the quality is not as good to me in the,
Okay.
and the reason for that is because we pierced that level by 10 cents. I might be being a little bit too picky on that one, but
On a 100, almost 50 stock, you could be, but I agree with. Okay, I know what you mean by that.
yeah, and I think it's good. It's good that that we talk about this because like I think it's a lot related to the market condition. What is SPY doing? Like, give me a break. Like, yes, like no, you give me a break. The market, like the SPY is like pushing back up, it's like very nice. It's like this is clearly trending up, very slow, very steady. But like when you look at it, what is it? It's like $1, like maybe $1. Yeah, around $2. Like, so I think the market is quiet due to the expectations for J. Powell talking today at 2. And that's why I say like because normally we will say quality of the bounce very decent, like but like when it's by the penny, like there is a level, it went to the level, it interact with the order, and when it interact with the order, it was not able to go through the order by the penny. So like I just don't want it to be a little bit confusing there. So
Thank you for the clarification.
you are the boss, you are the boss. So INTC, mRNA, like yeah, good for me to be
I'm out
patient, but
of
Nvidia,
Nvidia. Yep.
okay. Okay.
For me, it was if it wasn't able to hold the 147.50, I was going to get out of the trade. If I need to retake it, I will. INTC is still doing well.
Yeah, INTC. I should be out of INTC. I don't know what I'm doing in INTC. Actually,
Next,
yeah,
yeah.
my order is a little bit on top of there because of my average. But it's,
So next stop should be 26.50 on INTC.
hmm.
Okay, the market seems to be settling right at what it formed at a previous, it used to be previous support, seems to be still supporting, because it was at that level previously for quite a bit at 594 in the 50s, 40s. So we'll see.
What is Tesla doing? Let's see. Wow.
Finally found a level that is
Yeah, pumping
consolidating.
up. I see that Nvidia is going back up. Nvidia is going back to the 4750. So I really like the interaction there. Like it's trying to hold those 4750. So PLTR going back up. That's my guy. Where are you wanting to go? So PLTR.
Yeah, you always said, right? You didn't believe in the short, so.
Yeah, like. So I have two choices: I run away or I don't take the trade. I mean, listen, that's just one choice, right? One choice is playing it in two different ways. But yeah, basically, like, yeah, if he was going to be breaking the 5350,
Mm-hmm.
I will be needing to work away. Mara also trying to hold above those 1915, something like that. So I guess that mRNA until it break through 52, there is not really much of a trade in there. So let's see.
Okay, so the market seems to be stuck at that level.
Yeah, definitely. When you are talking right now, are you talking about SPY or Nasdaq?
SPY.
Yeah.
Well, Nasdaq much more.
Nasdaq as well, yeah. It's,
They're both stuck.
like in the 1 minute we have those dojis there. It's like very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But, like you said previously a few times, we do have the Fed talking today at 2 o'clock. And historically, when the Feds talk, we do have a lower volume in the morning, right? So.
Yeah. I it's a major day based on the interest cut decision rate.
Mm-hmm.
Interest rate decision to cut. mRNA trying to pierce that level, and now I like the fact that it's kind of doing it very quiet. I will say mRNA, like yeah, you see, like this is a 5-minute chart. When we look at the 1-minute chart, there is no rush. We are just going there little by little, little by little. What are you expecting it? Well, everybody gonna be expecting this to make a double bottom there, but I think that the level is not there because the size was at 52 actually, and we pierced through.
Okay.
So let's see. Where can I target mRNA? I think yeah, 53. Is that correct? 53. Oh, guys, like PLTR is just skyrocketing. It's like PLTR is flying right now. So it's interacting with the VWAP. I like this for a hold as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is the name I actually say I like for the hold for the long time, like for the rest of the day, as I have a decent price.
You do.
Though I didn't add, which is okay because, yeah, we misbehave a bit today. So we won't punish ourselves on a disproportionate way, but we have to keep the discipline of things that could be more reliable. INTC, definitely looking interesting. Like you see, like, what is my stop loss in INTC? I just see the INTC did that little thing here and it didn't get me out. Oh, it's because this is a 1 minute chart. So in the 5 minute chart is that we are talking about. My stop loss, if I'm not mistaken, is around 15. Yeah, 16 actually. It's about around 26, 16. So my target will be the VWAP if ever I get there. Nvidia really holding those 4750. Nvidia, very sweet there. I think this thing can really try to go back to 150. Like, yeah, AMD doing quite well as well. So what are you trading, Marie? What are you
Right
trading?
now, the only trade I've got left is INTC.
INTC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're alone.
Correct.
Perfect. SMCI, SMCI. Look at the SMCI, Marie. Oh my God, it's like very nice trade. Very nice trade.
Whoop. And look at it again, eh? The levels, the levels.
Yeah, definitely printing good. So I would like to go through my trades. So Mara not really doing that much. I actually gonna be out of Mara.
Okay.
I think. Oh no, I got out of the wrong stock. I got out of Nvidia. So I just gonna buy it back. I gonna buy it back soon. So PLTR, I wanna hold it. INTC. So mRNA, like, yeah, now I got out of Mara, but if you can see, I also got out of Nvidia. That was a hotkey mistake. I need to address that because, yeah, let's give it a couple minutes. Right now I got out at around 47.80, something like that. So
I went back in NVIDIA when it breached the VWAP,
okay,
and I had a good RSI, a good confirmation from the RSI. I'm looking as well as a little bit of support from SPY for NVIDIA. So SPY seems to be at a previous support level, so it seems to be actually bouncing to the upside. So I'm along. It's a small position on NVIDIA at the VWAP. We'll see where it goes.
nice.
I'm still in INTC. I still have some position there. It's doing not much around the 50 EMA. Definitely losing steam a little bit. We'll
INTC,
see.
yeah, like that EMA started declining quite a bit. So right now I need, as I say, I need to take a decision very soon. Like it could be Nvidia back on Nvidia just as I had it before, or I can add to PLTR now that I am not having Nvidia. But do I really want to do that? Not sure about that. So mRNA, we are printing good. It's just like maybe I would like to see mRNA a little bit lower.
NVIDIA's tape seems to be bullish. Seems that it's flipped a little bit. It was bearish for a while. There seems to be an imbalance to the upside, to the ask.
Nice.
INTC bouncing off. At the 26 again.
Perfect. Yeah, I see. But like top and tail, like yeah. That's a loan that, like, I know you got it from the bottom, but like at that point, I am not looking long for INTC.
Okay.
So let's see, what else do I have levels on? PLTR doesn't want to really pull back for me to add. What, like 54.50? Nvidia. Yeah, I need to take a decision soon. Yeah, PLTR is actually pulling back now. So okay, PLTR. Let's see if PLTR offer me a decent ad. So PLTR. Where will
Ooh, INTC. Escaping the 26.
Yeah, PLTR is offering at 54.20. I be there with you right now.
Oh, no. I was just saying more like a comment.
Okay, I put an ad on PLTR at, this is 54.30. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense to me. You are talking about Nvidia? No, INTC. INTC. Yeah. Okay, INTC really doesn't want to let it go. Okay.
That 26 level, eh?
Yeah, definitely means something for it. What is Nvidia doing? PLTR, very sweet. mRNA, we keep printing mRNA. So
Pressure on the market.
AMD. I kind of don't see why INTC wouldn't pull back down right now, especially with everything else pulling back down. Like even Nvidia is being a little bit under stress. So
And the market's under stress.
yeah, definitely.
But in the 5 minutes, we've got a really good uptrend for SPY.
Yeah.
Not much on NASDAQ yet.
Yeah, but Nasdaq is like Nasdaq was gapping up overnight, and it's holding that with what with decency. So let's look at that TQQ as you mentioned it before. Look at TQQ. What a beautiful trend. So we never took it, but
No. We saw it.
yeah, we saw it.
Maybe someone did.
It's totally normal. There is so many opportunities.
We can't take everything, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's a for sure.
INTC.
INTC, I see what you are seeing. It's trying to go back up. PLTR is trying to offer me the ad. PLTR is going to offer me the ad very soon.
Position on INTC at 2650 is actually building. So it went from a 200 to a 4 to a 5, and now it's 700 lot.
In INTC?
Correct. So the 2650 is very strong now. Very strong. And 2620 still is. The issue is we don't know at 2620, is it a buy or sell? So we will have to wait for that, but very strong position at the 2650. Tape is flip on Nvidia as well. Seems like Nvidia tape now has got some bullish strength. We'll see. 148 is a good position, it's a strong position. We'll see its interaction at 148 if it's going to be coming back down, but the tape has definitely flipped on Nvidia. Let's see if we found some buyers or sellers. Market is under pressure still. SPY is definitely slowing down a little bit. INTC is holding the 26. I like that. I like that for the long INTC. So we've got about 3 minutes left with you.
So let's see, PLTR, INTC.
Let's do a quick review still. So
Yeah, like I got out of Damara, so
Mhm.
I'm okay with that. So that's exactly what I want to do with it. Nvidia, yeah, I should be buying that back, but I didn't do it, so it's okay. PLTR, yeah, it's very close to get me filled up, but the next he didn't do it. So SMCI, mRNA is doing good on its own. So yeah, is there something you would like me to look at?
no, I think that you did the turn very well. And yes, SPY is something we need to touch on, because right now it seems that it is under pressure, though that it is above. It's not making a higher high, nor is it being challenged at the moment. Does that mean we might be a change in the market? Let's keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, definitely. INTC re-entering the so
Still though, reacting with still around that 25.99 to the 26. Still the tape is unbalanced to the ask. We'll see.
here we go. Time to print. Yeah, definitely the test of WAP will be interesting.
Nice. Okay, Nvidia
So-
seems to want to.
Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia, as I say, is like, what's my mistake there?
Okay, I would like INTC to bridge.
Yeah, like to clear the 26.
Yes. Because again, we've got that stack up to 2620.
Mm-hmm.
Still, and orders right through to 2650.
Yeah.
Okay, Nvidia is escaping the VWAP, which is nice. At 148. Because I got out of Nvidia but went back in at the VWAP.
What I want to do here? Okay, So everybody, that was everything for today. We're gonna be streaming every day from 9 to 11:30. So feel free to subscribe to our channel if you like what you see, if you gain any value from it. And yeah, we're gonna be here every day at the same place. So have fun, have a good day.